Welcome to the Freedom Seed Kitchen. Tonight we're going to do our first ever episode on food preservation. And what better vegetable to start with than everybody's favorite, the beet. Now I'm not a huge fan of beets, but if I get hungry enough, I'll eat anything. And with possible food shortages coming, I thought best to get out the old canning equipment, see if I couldn't save them for this winter instead of throwing them in the compost pile. So the recipe we've got is pretty simple. Besides your basic canning equipment, which if you're not familiar with, I would encourage you to check out a basic video on vegetable canning. You're gonna need your beets. I've got probably 3 pounds here. Vinegar, sugar, canning salt, and ground cloves. So we're gonna get these beets boiling. We gotta get them soft. It's gonna take 20 to 25 minutes. Then we'll dice them up so they'll fit in our jars. I'm gonna get this started and I'll come back with the next step. Okay, so the beets are going. They're coming up to a boil. The water's even starting to look beetish. Look, check it out. Okay, so those are going to get soft. And while those are cooking, we're going to make the brine. It's 4 cups of vinegar, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of organic sugar. Then we got 2 teaspoons of canning salt or pickling salt and 2 teaspoons of ground cumin. And when I find my measuring spoon, I'll put that in. Oh, here it is. See, I told you. Now we're gonna, oh yeah. Okay. Ground cloves. I think I might have said cumin. 1, 2. Okay, this has to come up to a boil. Then we're gonna turn it down to a simmer for 5 minutes. And while that's going, I gotta clean up all my dusty canning equipment. So the beets are ready. They've been in here probably 30 minutes and they feel pretty soft with a fork. So I'm going to strain them out of here, cool them off, and then we'll chop them up and get them ready for the jars. Beets ready to go. I'm going to get some hot water going to put my jars and lids in so they're warm when I bottle them. Then we'll put the beets in the jars And we'll get our hot water bath ready on the can. Jars are pretty much ready. They're coming to a simmer. They should be up to temperature where I can go ahead and can the beets and get them down in my water bath. Now we're going to fill them up about a half inch from the top with the brine. Okay, I've got them about even. I'm going to put my lids on and the rings go on just snug. Now they go down in the water bath, process at boil for 30 minutes. We'll get them out, put them on a towel, and let them cool for a day, then we'll check their seal. Canning process is complete. They've been in here for about 30 minutes. So we're going to pull them out, set them on a rag to cool, and let them sit for probably a full day. Then we'll pull the rings off and check to see if the lid's sealed. Well, your guess is as good as mine. We'll check them in the morning and we'll see if they worked. Fingers crossed, or I'm going to be eating a lot of beets. So we're back with our pickled beets, and it's been about 24 hours, almost a full day. So I came back to check and make sure they were sealed up properly, and everything seems great. All the buttons are sucked down. You can even take the rings off and check with a light little flick of the lid here, and you can actually store them like that too. You don't have to keep the ring on it. So I don't know, maybe here in a month or two we'll try some of these just to make sure they taste okay, but we're definitely going to do something else again soon.